And we're live. Another episode coming at you from your mom's house. Episode 65. I'm Sam.
I'm Dylan.
What's going on? So, to start the episode off, Drake puts hot sauce in his condoms.
You think before or after he has sex?
That's the big question. So there's a lot to unpack in this one. So he puts hot sauce in his condoms. Now, it didn't necessarily say before or after, right? This was a model that tried to take a condom first off. So that's...
Is that like for sure she tried to take it?
I don't know if she tried to take...
That's the only way she would have found out.
Why else would she be like grab? Why else would she have the condom? Because
it's the only way
she's not... Most of the time, chicks don't take the condom off your dick, do they?
Never.
Usually you're the one kind of taking it and tossing it out that way.
So, one, does hot sauce even kill sperm? Does that even work?
There's so much to unpack. It just now shut off when I saw it. Okay.
Sorry, the camera shut off.
Hot sauce in the condom.
So his motives could be to kill the sperm, or it could be just to play a sick joke on a girl who's trying to steal his sperm.
Right.
Because you know his...
Definitely not the first time that's happened.
Oh, no. If I had sex with Drake, I would try to take his sperm and sell it to somebody.
Exactly.
How much do you think that's worth? How much would he have to pay in child support for a year, do you think?
Oh, shit.
I bet he would
hundreds
have
of
to pay.
thousands.
Really? Okay, so that's off the bat, not even since it's because it's Drake's and he's so famous,
Yeah.
but since he's so rich and would have to pay you so much, it'd probably be worth millions of dollars.
For sure. But who the fuck's gonna buy? And how are you gonna know unless you like have a lab to DNA test it that it's his fucking sperm? What if you just buy like some random donkey cum? And it's like, I have Drake's semen here.
Well, it'd have to be reasonable. Like you'd have to know him somehow or something. Like,
I get
it couldn't just be a random person on the internet.
I can't imagine that friend group. But dude, hot sauce in a condom.
So what do you think?
I imagine if this is a regular occurrence, it's to kill the sperm. And first off, it's got to be Frank's, right? Because Eli Manning said he put that shit on everything.
Put that shit on everything.
Daisy, quick! You're out of food. He put that shit on everything. She's like, what the fuck? You ate it already. It's gone. He puts that shit on everything. So I'm sure Eli Manning does this too. He probably got it. He probably got this from Eli Manning.
Eli puts that shit on everything? I'm going to try that.
Drake's like, well, let's fucking work. So... Do you think another question, does he carry around a bottle of hot sauce?
People have been photoshopping him with hot sauce.
It's like a Germix bottle, but there's hot sauce in it, and he's just...
Okay, I think this happened at a hotel. So the only reason I think it's logical is because I bet they ordered room service, and it probably came with like a little bottle of ketchup, a little bottle of hot sauce, a little bottle of barbecue sauce, like all that shit. And so that's the only thing that makes it seem reasonable to me.
Maybe he didn't want to throw it away without... just like free sperm in it because he was afraid she might take it.
Also, don't most condoms have spermicidal lube? Well, I guess not on the inside.
No, probably not. I don't fucking know. I
They don't
use a
have
condom.
I feel like a lot of them do.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably get some with or without. Maybe this one didn't have it. Maybe he likes putting hot sauce in condoms. Maybe
it's like a nice treat.
He goes in before. Maybe he throws it in there before.
Don't you think it would have leaked out? Well, maybe not. The condom's pretty tight.
It's inside the condom. The chick, maybe he doesn't put a lot.
So fucking bad.
Maybe he doesn't put a lot because she's obviously gonna feel it if hot sauce gets in her vagina. So maybe he doesn't put a lot so it doesn't come out. And then whenever he's done, it's like he's got like a cummy hot sauce juice that he tosses out. She looked at it, she's like, why is that red? She was like, there's Frank's in it, baby.
Blood.
That came a bunch of blood. That's what I would say over hot sauce.
I like that story better.
Blood?
No. that he puts hot sauce in before. I think that...
I would go with I was bleeding instead of telling a bitch I put hot sauce in.
That's much more severe, though, than putting hot sauce in afterwards, right?
I know, dude. Yeah, for sure. Well, I feel like hot sauce in the tip of your dick, so there's no way that's happening. We're gonna have to look in more into this. There's got to be a logical explanation to this.
Okay, so do you think when does she notice it? Because she finds the condom, it's probably tied up, right?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know though. I've never tied a condom. Throw that shit away.
Toss it over your shoulder and get out.
But anyway, do you think she do you think she like looked at it and was like something's off about this?
It's probably like pinkish.
Or do you think she was like, all right, I'm gonna impregnate myself with this, and then found out that way?
Started burning. She's like, ah, like those Franks. I would assume she would look at it first. Hopefully, if not, this.
Well, we're talking about a girl that's stealing cum, though.
If she's willing to run around and try and steal condoms, she's willing to probably. There's probably some other stuff she's willing to do. Dude, I don't know.
So, what is the legality behind this? Because I think isn't she suing him? Isn't she? For.
I think she's trying.
Okay,
I don't necessarily know if she'll be able to.
So after you come in a condom and throw it away, whose property is it?
Well, it's got to be. I mean, it's got to still.
Is it still your property, or is that legal to go fish a condom out of the trash? Because if you put your trash out here and someone goes through it, that's legal, right? Or it's.
I get once it goes to the dump, probably. Or maybe once it's in the trash can, or maybe not the trash can, but like the truck. Once they take it.
So let's say he goes in the bathroom, throws it in the trash can, leaves. She's in there alone in the hotel. Whose cum is it at that point?
We're gonna have to talk to some lawyers about this.
Yeah, we need a lawyer.
Whose cum is it? Whose cum is it anyway? You know, it's unfortunate that this is even a conversation, but this is a conversation.
Have you ever thought about it personally?
Hot sauce in my cum?
No, not the hot sauce part, but just like leaving a condom out or throwing it in the trash and just leaving it there. You ever thought, oh my god, the girl that I was with might steal this? You ever thought that?
Well, no, but I'm also not a Grammy-nominated rapper either. So
I mean, I've never considered it at all.
I don't have much alimony to give, but this. At the end of the day, I think she's at fault here. Cause I'm gonna have to lean on the side of that's his cum still.
Well, I mean, he's using a condom for a reason.
Yeah. So if you're using the condom, you're like, I want to keep this. That's like what you're implying. Like, I'm keeping this, maybe for later, maybe not, but I'm keeping it. You don't get any of it. So I think it's technically his. He can hot sauce it if he wants. Get off his fucking back about it. Just kidding. But it's gonna be interesting to see how the court case goes.
I think it's cool that he didn't like confirm or deny. He might not be able to if it's a court case, but
yeah,
I think it's just funny.
Lawyers
I feel
like
it's
you
just,
shouldn't talk about
it's probably
this.
just him just fucking going with it.
Well, is it even a real story?
Who knows?
Is it
I don't
real?
even think anybody knows for sure whether or not it's real.
I don't know, but what's not a joke? Let me transition. Weed is the new vaccine.
Yeah, I saw something about that. It's not actually smoking, though, is it?
No, there's it's the cannabinoids in the plant, and I'm not even sure that it necessarily works. But
you still get the same chemicals though from
interesting.
smoking it, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure that the study is legit.
Oh.
I think it might just be a bullshit article, but it was interesting nonetheless. But I mean, in theory, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Apparently, horse dewormer works.
There you go. There you go.
Canceled.
Ivermectin. No, can't say it. But and I got COVID, so it doesn't work. You got COVID, it doesn't work.
Yeah. We've counteracted the study.
Tried to prepare for years, but we are outliers in the study. But that would be cool, wouldn't it? It'd be interesting.
I think I did get COVID at a time I wasn't smoking very much though.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Well,
Because I stopped smoking there for a little while. You remember that?
Yeah.
So it was during that time.
Crazy.
So maybe
That was a wild time for you. You were out of your mind.
I was going insane. Came back. I'm good now.
He's back. Psychotic episodes is bad. Withdraw, baby. What are you gonna do? Just kidding. This is all false information. Everything said on this podcast. Something else I wanted to talk to you about, though, legit, something that we can talk about that's really fucking wild that I didn't see the first time I watched the movie. This Is the End. You seen it before? Dude, fucking hilarious movie. I didn't realize how funny it was. I had forgotten, I guess.
It's been a long time since
It came out in like, I'm going to be wrong, but like 06 maybe, 09, something like that, somewhere in there. Ooh. First of all, there's a fuck ton of like stars in it, which I guess they weren't like superstars at the time maybe, Like Jonah Hill was in it. He hadn't.
I still think they were pretty big.
They were definitely
Because
big.
this was like post. It had to have been post. God, what's the movie? Superbad.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
Yep,
movies like
it
that.
was.
It has to be after.
It was
that.
after 21 Jump Street.
I bet that. Yeah. They
which was Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum, which is one of the cameos.
They were pretty big. They probably came out a little after that.
Jonah Hill, they talk about as like the biggest kind of actor in the movie. They play themselves in the movie. It's called This Is the End. Seth Rogen and some other guy writes it, but it's Seth
Franco,
Rogen.
right?
No,
He didn't write them?
no, he produced some of it, but I don't think he wrote any of it. There's another dude it's like Evan Goldman. It's a guy that Seth Rogen works with on all of his movies. He helps him produce all of them. But it's like Seth Rogen, Franco's in it, James Franco, fucking Danny McBride. It's hilarious, dude. So funny. Craig Robinson. I don't know if y'all know who that is. Pizza Hut guy.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut guy from Hot Tub Time Machine. Who else is in it? Jonah Hill. They're like the main cast.
What's the,
Jay is the other dude's name,
there's
but
a
I don't
nerdy
remember his
guy.
last name.
Is that the guy?
Jay,
Okay.
yeah, I don't remember his last name. He's like, and in the movie, they act like he's like a
One of the lesser guys.
yeah, one of the lesser guys too. And here we are, not knowing his
That's
name.
hilarious.
So sorry, Jay, but
That's awesome.
it's fucking hilarious. So they're like the 5 main guys. There's a ton of cameos. So I'm gonna try and name all of them. I'm gonna miss a few. Emma Watson's a big one. She's in it. She's one of the bigger cameos. She's in it a little while. She's in it a lot longer than some of the other ones are too. Kevin Hart's in it for a few seconds.
Oh wow.
Aziz Ansari's in it. He's a comedian. Jason Segal's in it. From How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm.
And he in part of it he talks shit about sitcoms. talks shit about How About Your Mother. Doesn't say
That's
it,
awesome.
but talks shit about it. All right, let's see who else. The chick from The Office that dated Ryan for a while. I can't remember what her name is. You ever seen The Office?
No, I
Well,
never watched it.
if you've seen The Office, you know what I'm talking about. Michael Cera from Superbad. McLovin's in it too. Michael Cera is a coke head in the dude. You remember that? He's doing coke the whole time, and right whenever him and the McLovin dude, they like are. It's kind of like they're back together from the first time for Superbad.
Isn't
He
it?
blows coke in his face. He's like, hey, he goes, hey, that's his coke smell.
Isn't one of the parts in the movie Michael Cera's in the bathroom doing coke on a girl and she's blowing him?
No, there's a girl eating his ass and there's a girl blowing him. And he's drinking a Capri Sun. And he goes, anybody want sips? And he gives it down to the girl in front, and somebody had just walked in on him. I think Seth Rogen walks in on him or something like that. And he gives the Capri Sun, you want sip? And he just stares at him. Dude, it is hilarious. Because in Superbad, he's like real reserved, real cautious, like real quiet.
Yeah.
And dude, in that, he's just like a cokehead, walks up to the McLovin dude. He says, I'm trying to remember what he says exactly. It's fucking hilarious. He goes, "This coke smell funny?" Blows it in his face. He's like, "Oh, I've never done coke before." He's like, "Oh, this is gonna be great." Dude, and it's hilarious, dude. It's great. So, and then the best cameo of them all, Channing Tatum.
Yeah, you posted on your
Channing Tatum, bro. I put it on my Snapchat story. So he is it's called a gimp. I looked up a bunch of shit about this. He's his little gimp.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, dude. He's got him on Danny McBride's got
I
him
do
on
it
a
on
chain.
Tuesdays.
So it's Dylan's my gimp on Tuesdays. $10 an hour, baby. It's great. It's very cheap. But so Danny McBride's got him on a chain. It's apocalyptic and stuff like that. Everybody's fighting to survive, killing and stuff like that. So Danny McBride's got Channing Tatum on a chain, and he's his gimp, and he pulls his mask up at one point, and he's just like talking. He's like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And he puts it back down, and they're like, "That's fucking Channing Tatum. Was that Channing Tatum?" But the story behind that. So let me tell you a little story about it. So Seth Rogen said that he emailed Channing Tatum. Initially, they were just gonna have somebody random do it, but they were like, why the fuck not have somebody be somebody famous, somebody a little more exciting be that. They were like, who? And he was like, I'm gonna fucking try Channing Tatum. And so he emails him, and he said, Channing Tatum's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it, let's go. And so he said he showed up in a gimp outfit already. Like he had on booty shorts.
He was prepared.
He had on booty shorts, like some sort of bandana and shoulder pads. That's what he said he showed up in. And they were like, all right, well, it's great that you're enthusiastic, but we got something else for you to wear. He's like, we're wearing like a wrestling mask. It was like Rey Mysterio kind of. and he's got on like a kind of looks like a Kiss thing, but he's just got on like bottoms and shit like that. And so he has that on, and they say when they're doing the scene, initially he got so into it, he was like spreading his ass apart and shit in front of the camera, and he said he was like twerking and shit on Danny McBride, like humping him and stuff the whole time. And they said whenever they
tone that back a little bit, Channing.
That's what they did, dude. They initially ran it, and the critics that watched it were like, "That's too much of Channing Tatum's asshole." Literally, the quote from Seth Rogen was, "We can see too much of the inside of Channing Tatum, and we don't like it." And so they said they had to cut some of it out and just filmed like Seth Rogen and them standing on their knees more so than Channing Tatum spreading his asshole open. But dude, and another thing about it was just after 21 Jump Street. So 21 Jump Street had come out like 8 months earlier and had been huge hit, hilarious, great.
Probably one of the biggest movies that year.
Right? And he's like, and he had done like Magic Mike and shit. So he's just like this, Channing Tatum's this big, sexy, just fucking moving into comedy with 21 Jump Street. And then he goes and plays this gimp, and he's like throwing his ass around everywhere, dude.
That's fucking awesome.
That's hilarious. I have so much respect for him, so much more than I already did. I loved him because he was funny, and he was like, and at one point he was G.I. Joe. Danny McBride, he's like, this is fucking G.I. Joe, dude. It's great. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. Do yourself a service. This is the end. I think you probably have to rent it though. I don't know where you can watch it. They still got YouTube TV. I watched it on YouTube TV.
It's funny. I need to rewatch it.
Dude, oh my god, it's hilarious. So fucking funny. When was the last time you watched it?
Probably since close to when it came out.
Dude, I don't even remember the last time I watched it, but I remember laughing my ass off, dude. I haven't trying to think of last time I laughed super hard was Segura.
Tom
Segura's stand up was the last time I remember was the hardest laughing episode I can remember myself having of recent. That's a weird way to say it. I can't think of a better way to say it.
I can't remember any specific times. I know I've had some times where I've thought
just gut wrenching.
I've never laughed that hard, but I can't remember any.
Most times you're like, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
And the initial stages of Mary Jane were a lot like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it just didn't happen like that anymore.
I remember one time specifically laying in the living room at one of my friend's house and just like looking at the coffee table and just fucking giggling. I was just looking at the coffee table for probably like an hour, just laying there, just so fucking high.
Just like anything and everything, just funny. Bro, this next playoffs game is about to start. The way that game just ended.
The referee running into the players.
That's some bullshit. I think the referee, which that's a tough. I doubt they look into it anymore. Like, what can you do at this point? But,
no, you can't do anything now.
But the referee could have touched it. It's on Dak, I think, though. He's supposed to get to the ref. That's what Romo said.
Yeah.
Fucked up way to end the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
For the Cowboys.
So at the end of the game, they were trying to spike it with like 3 seconds left, and then the
clock running down.
The referee has to touch the ball before they can snap it before the play starts, and the referee ran and like fucking moved the ball around for a second, and after he ran into him and basically knocked down Dak and the center. And then the clock ran out before they could spike it.
Clock ran out.
And they lost. But if they would have been able to spike it, they would have had a chance.
Had a shot at the end zone.
They wouldn't have for sure won, but they would at least have a shot.
That's crazy, dude. That's so upsetting. And what's crazy is Dak's... I mean, I've been in the cards recently. I don't know if you fucking know that or not, but his cards are going to drop too because of that. Like, the whole... Like, on Twitter and shit, I follow a bunch of card... It's called The Hobby and stuff. If any of you collect cards, cool. But Mac Jones cards are dropping because
they lost.
They're going down in value. And Joe Burrow cards, he's like big in card world right now. Joey Burr.
He's doing really well.
Joey Burr. Can't roll my tongue, but
I fucking bet on him and he didn't hit the over. I took the over and I shouldn't have.
Doesn't matter, he just needs that dub.
Yeah.
Not big stats. Need that.
Playoffs all that
Need that dub. Need that chippy.
Dude, speaking of cards, I can't believe you said those people fucking went to give away a card that was worth $20K and then decided just not to give it away.
Backed out, bro. So it was a free giveaway, and they were opening a random box. Just cracked it open, and you could have a good card, you could not. You know how that shit goes. Broke up it was a Trevor Lawrence card, and it was like out of like there's only 5 of them, and it was a style that's really popular. really desirable amongst collectors. So obviously the value is higher. $20,000 roughly estimated, based on other cards like it that have sold. And these guys were supposed to give it away to somebody that entered the contest and had been chosen for the Jaguars. Got the Jaguars team, I guess. Entered into the contest under the Jaguars team. So you get all the cards that you pull of the Jaguars. So anybody on the Jaguars, he gets those cards. Pulled a Trevor Lawrence, one of 5 or out of 5. Supposedly worth 20 to 25,000. Free giveaway. They were like, nah. They're like, we can't give it away. It's worth too much money. Dude.
You just can't do that.
You can't do that.
Like, if they're going to take so much more of a loss now that they screwed someone over than if they would have just given up the 20 grand.
That's,
like,
dude.
you have to give it away. You have to.
Nobody, and there's like 5 people in there in that room with them when they're breaking it open, and none of them think to say, it's going to ruin our reputation, bro. We can't do this. None of them. They're all just like, I don't think we can give it away, bro. I don't think we can do it. They tried to compensate, but there was no compensation. It wasn't even $20,000 card, obviously, but like going back on that, can't come back from it, bro. They fucked it up.
You have to either, now at this point, you have to either give the dude the card or give him the money for it. One of the two.
Yeah.
To save yourself.
They said that they were going to donate $20,000 to the Boys and Girls Club at one point to try and compensate for it all. Like, that doesn't do anything. I mean, that's good for the Boys and Girls Club, but that doesn't do anything for the guy that was supposed to get the card or their reputation.
It even helps them as far as taxes. You write that shit off on your taxes.
Yeah, so like that. And then at one point they said they were going to do another giveaway on Twitter. Like, no, give it to the guy that won it originally.
That's super
fun. They fucked themselves, dude. But the card game's fun, bro. There's not a lot of money in it unless you find one of those cards, but they're hard to find. And the prices of them are fluctuating like crazy. It's very comparable to NFTs. Think of it as an NFT because, like, if somebody really likes a player, they're going to pay more for a card. So it's really like whatever, how much is a card worth? Whatever somebody's going to pay for it, you know?
Yeah, but it sucks. At least NFTs can't blow out an ACL and ruin their career.
That's true. NFTs are legit, bro. They're on the blockchain. Oh, fucking, I screenshot that shit.
I did see an NFT. It was in like this. They called it an NFT. I don't know what all is considered an NFT, but it was in like this fucking. It looked like a big like fish tank kind of thing, like but tall, and all the way around at 360 degrees, it was like a soldier like doing something or somebody walking through. Like they went like one was snowy, one was like desert, one was like beach, and like a bunch of different stuff. And it looked pretty sick.
Yes.
Because of the way it was like moving around, all at the same time. It looked pretty sick. But it was like it was like a live sculpture basically.
So you get the whole sculpture though. So it's like an actual thing though, right?
Yeah, but I think also the thing, like the little video on it, is an NFT.
Yeah.
So I guess you'd have to buy. But can you not make that without buying the NFT?
Probably.
I guess you definitely can.
I don't know enough about NFTs.
But it looked cool though. It looked cool as fuck. It'd be a cool thing to have in your house.
Some of them do, or not some of them. A lot of them do look cool, but it's like they're like $200,000
for a fucking ape that's wearing some headphones.
Yeah, and it's like I can't put a lot of value in. A lot of people aren't like it's an investment stuff like that, but I can't think of like somebody else that's going to buy that. I don't know. I can't imagine how I would sell that. Like, I mean, unless another NFTer buys it, but like, who in the right mind would buy that from me? Like, why would I buy it? How the fuck did you spend $20,000 on a picture online?
I don't know, but people fucking do.
I hope somebody.
That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what you think about it. It matters what someone else is willing to pay for it.
That's what I think about. It's the card game, bro. That's the card game. So it's tough out there, but it's dog eat dog world, bro. Get fucking used to it.
I think just like the cards though, NFTs are for people who are already wealthy.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna buy an NFT and then it blow up.
Right.
Most likely. That'd be like picking a cryptocurrency to blow up. Like, what are the chances?
Yeah. You just kind of happen to have that card in your collection, and it just happens to get popular or something. Yeah. But you ready to end this shit? I'm done.
Okay, whatever.
Let's cut it off. Let's watch this playoff game. Thanks for watching, peeps. 65 episodes. We're just gonna keep going. I don't see why not. Keep going. Maybe
might as well.
Maybe we'll get rich at some point, or maybe we won't. Hopefully we don't. Bye. Adios. Have a great life.